Hey guys, welcome to the CO visit. Colin here, and well, today with my trusty soda, not coffee. It is really exaggeratedly hot and humid today, so I wasn't really in the mood for coffee. So I got something cold. So anyway, thank you for clicking on this video, and well, just wanted to shoot the breeze here a little bit and kind of talk about what you saw in the community post. Um, Thankfully, I sent in yesterday after 3 months, 90 days, basically an appeal to reinstate my channel into the partners program with YouTube and be able to monetize again my channel. And the next day, they accepted it, and here we are. So we're back in business. And I just want to talk about that a little bit and talk about kind of how this has worked for me because it's not any secret or anything like that, and I like to be upfront always and transparent. And so basically, some months back, half a year ago or so, or when I started monetizing the channel because of the ads and all of that, it's something that, of course, on a very small channel like mine, I mean, with only a couple, thousand subscribers and views are really comparatively, if you look at other channels, I mean, it's negligible. I mean, even when you get upwards of a couple thousand views on a video, that's absolutely nothing compared to channels that have thousands and thousands of subscribers or hundreds of thousands or a million or so most of, if not, I would say 99% of the revenue that comes in is from ads. Okay, that's from ads. So that's one of those things where the ads are there anyway. So and it's not costing you a penny. That comes from the companies that put the ads on the video. And in your case, if you don't want to watch the ad, you have the opportunity to skip it at a certain point. But for me though, that's actually been, for us anyway, my family, it's been a big thing. It's been a big help. And we definitely felt the difference after having that little extra income each month and then not having it. Because the months that I had monetization on the channel, just from the ad revenue, basically, and then later on, that we had, there's the super thanks, the super chats, all of that, which is active now. That's all active, and the memberships are back. So if you want to take up a membership for the channel, I'll talk about that in a second. But the ad revenue, I think the most I ever got, the highest month I ever got was like $180. From there, it was around 150, 120, 130, right in there. And for most of you, or a lot of you, that might sound like nothing. That might sound like nothing, but to us, and making the conversion into the money here, $150, that's nearly 4,000 lempiras, which is the money here. 4,000 lempiras at the end of each month extra from my income. It's a help. That's a pretty sizable trip to the grocery store, or that's a full gas tank plus some. I could with 4,000 lempiras, I could fill my tank up a couple times. I mean, just things like that. It's extra money that when things come up, medicine, someone gets sick, whatever, we got that little bit of money there. And it for us, that makes a huge difference. I mean, when I had, those first few times, and I'm all the time, but the first few times, like, oh my goodness, almost $200. And the best part about it, guys, for me, what the reason why this is so important to me is that, like I said from the beginning, when I talked about my channel, when I talked about how I started this, and kind of all the ups and downs I've been through with having a channel. And I never imagined, number one, even the subscribers I have now and the views, I never imagined getting that. I never thought coming on here, and I mean, believe me, not the most popular by far in the world here or in the community as an XJW channel, because I just don't have the finesse like other people do and the bells and whistles, and I'm not attractive. So I've got all that stuff against me. Plus, people don't like, a lot of times they're turned off by the way that I express myself. And for a long time, I used a lot of language in my videos, which I've gotten a lot better on that, and that just, some people just will not have that. They hear a crossword and that's it. They tune out. That's all they can't hear anything after that, and you lose them. So that's happened to me a lot. So just the fact that I've even, by having this channel, talking about my experiences, talking about uh, themes and topics related to the Jehovah's Witnesses, and being able to get paid for it's just, for me, I'm just ecstatic being able to do that. And so, I think that every person, if if you can do it, then I mean, why not? Like I said, YouTube, especially YouTube, really jerks around content creators so much. And with, like, in my case, what happened was, and YouTube is always changing their guidelines, and when you're making videos and having music in it or anything like that, and it's just so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous because they can do whatever they want. And a lot of these music companies, and all this stuff, record labels, and it's just ridiculous, and there's absolutely nobody checking them. um, but they can destroy your channel. They can have everything taken down, or they can sue you. So in my case, a few months back, right before I got demonetized, I found a very simple way to up my revenue, which was by making shorts. And so I would make a short, and the thing is, at that time, I thought I was doing it in such a way that was not going to cause copyright strikes or anything like that, because supposedly, if, for example, and this changed recently, which maybe that's what happened and I didn't know, but if you had, for example, a short that was 15 seconds or less and you had music in it, there was no problem. There was no problem. If it was longer than that and you didn't have breaks in there and you're talking and whatever, if you didn't do that, then you would get possibly a copyright strike, or they would block the video and tell you to take it down or whatever. And so I was uploading 4 or 5 of these shorts a day, and they were getting thousands of views. And so that was generating more revenue. And I told myself, man, you know what? I can ease back a little bit on the JW stuff, and maybe make a couple videos a week, 1 or 2 a week, and I don't have to be stressing out about that. And I can just upload shorts with an artist and a picture of the artist and then a snippet of a popular song, and it engaged people, and people liked the music, and they would comment, and it was generating revenue. And of course, what happens on YouTube, if they see you start to make a little bit of money right away, they're on top of you. And once they got you flagged, once you appear on their radar, they will not leave you alone after that. Once they got you tagged, they got your number, they got you. And that's what happened to me. Because I was uploading videos, and this was their process. It's their process. The video would upload, and then it would take a little bit for the ads to kick in because it would be they'd be revising the video in YouTube Studio, and then it would say there are no problems with the video. Okay, so the video uploaded, it was monetized, and then next thing I know, out of nowhere, boom, one after another, my videos were getting blocked, all in red. And I was starting to get messages, emails, this video's been blocked, you can appeal. So I started appealing, then I lost, and once that happened, then it was over. Next thing I know, boom. Because I did that on like 5 videos. I had this quick appeal process, but they said, and I do remember this, that they were like, there's the long appeal process where they have like 30 days to respond, but if you opt for the short one, they'll answer you back much quicker. But if you lose, you can get your channel penalized. And that's what happened. Next thing I know, I get an email, your channel doesn't comply with the partner program, you're demonetized. Boom, all my videos gone. All my videos gone. The ones that had music on it and all of that. So then I had to wait 90 days and then make sure I didn't have any other shorts or videos with any music or anything like that. And I did the appeal process, took about a day, and then they came back and they reinstated me. So basically, I believe the deal is now that if you upload a video, now it's 8 seconds or less. If you have a video that's 8 seconds or less, and you have a music clip or an audio, whatever, you won't have any problems. But you know what? I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to risk it now because, first of all, what can you do with an 8-second video? Did I say minute? I meant second. If I did, 8-second video. Not much you can do with that. That's not much of any song to really kind of get a feeling for it. The 15 seconds, 20 seconds was ideal because you could get a good little piece of the song in there. But 8 seconds? No. I mean, unless you're on a bull at a rodeo, 8 seconds is, no, it's not going to cut it. So, and I don't want to get the little that I do have that I can make off of this channel. I don't want to lose that again or possibly get my channel deleted permanently. So I'm just going to stick to straight XJW videos, and the revenue will just be from the super chats, the super thanks, memberships, and videos with the topic of XJW. No music, none of that, because I'm not a reactor. I'm not a reactor or anything like that. So that's not my thing. Okay, I like watching those channels, but that's not my thing. Okay, and I don't have all the rig set up for all that stuff. You got to have cameras and multiple screens and all that stuff, and I don't have patience for it. I don't care anyway. But that's the deal, guys. So it is for us. And my wife Patty was really, really surprised too. She was really surprised that they reinstated me again, and she was happy because she knows as well what that extra money means for us. And it felt so good to me, really, guys. I mean, just these little things in life. It felt so good to me to be able to, at the end of the month, get that notification in my email that the money from YouTube had been deposited, and then be able to go buy the ATM machine with my wife and withdraw that money, and then here, hand it over to her, put it in her hands, and she would just light up and just be so happy, And so that all kind of, when she started seeing that, then she realized, like, all these years that I put a lot of time and effort into making these videos, my own uh, sometimes emotions and things like that, because of my passion for talking about this subject. And it hasn't always been something that she's real in line with and in tune with. She didn't really like it that much all these years. And but the Monet kind of changed that point of view a little bit. So hey, I mean, women are women. What can you say? But when you start seeing the utility of something, that it can generate income, then it just changes, because now all of a sudden, hey, this is kind of serious. This is extra money that's actually helping us out a lot. So, and it's something that it doesn't, which is really important to me. It's not bothering anybody else. It's not imposing on anybody, or just right up asking, having for a handout and things like that, which I really don't like. But in this case, like I said, it's not coming out of anybody's pockets of the subscribers. These are ads. The ads are there. They're going to generate some amount of money, whether you watch the ad or not. But it helps us. Okay. So again, I just wanted to promote a little bit the channel with the fact that we're back as far as the monetization, which means in each video, and the past videos as well, and in the future, if we have any live broadcasts or anything like that, the super chats, the super thanks are back now. They're activated. If anybody wants to give one of those, it's greatly appreciated. That helps a lot, because those are an extra income with the ad revenue. Okay, so ad revenue, and when a couple of super chats or super thanks come in, that really boosts it up, and that helps us a lot. And then of course there's the memberships. Okay, there's the memberships. There's the one that is like $1.99 a month, and the other one is $9.99 a month, and that gives you early access to videos. It gives you the opportunity to have sessions, one-on-one chat sessions with just the members, and also it gives you a special like sticker or emoji that appears next to your comments. Your comments get priority on the videos and on live streams, and so there's all these little perks and things that, if anybody's interested, and I really want to incorporate a lot more of that, where if people are members, then they can have a priority input on topics, and to kind of help mold the path of the channel as well, so that you can be more interactive with that. And I always like to have feedback from the subscribers. So with members, that's a good incentive. So if anybody's interested in any of those memberships, super thanks, super chats, they're all there now. And of course, nobody is obligated to any of those. They're ads, and if you can stand a couple minutes of an ad, I know they're horrible and all of that, but it helps out the channel. Okay, and of course, it's also a help to the channel simply subscribing and liking the video. Those of you who are already subscribed, give a like to the video. Okay, give a like to the video, because what that does is, with the more likes that there are, that tells the algorithm to put the video out there more. Okay, because when they see interest on a video, they promote it more, and then that gets more views. Okay, so really the most important thing isn't really the number of subscribers. That's really immaterial. It's not important. It's the number of views. Views are what create revenue, not subscribers. Views do. So I've had videos that have surpassed at one time 10,000, and I've got only 2,000, right now, 390 subscribers. So that's like 3 times the amount of people are watching certain videos, but they're not subscribed, which is okay. But the views are what helps. Okay. So I just wanted to let you guys know all of that was going on, and also how much I appreciate everybody in whatever form that you support the channel has an equal value for me, and I really appreciate it, okay? Because it means a lot to us and it helps us out, all right? So thanks a lot, guys, for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next CO visit. Take care and be blessed.